right, guys, let's get started. My name is Nicole D. Miller, and welcome to Word of the Day Wednesdays. Actually, I am out and about today, so I don't have a copy of my book. But for those of you who don't know, I'm the author of When Love Wins. When Love Wins is an urban Christian fiction story. It is depicting two young female cousins with a rift in their relationship. When Natalie loses her mom, she moves in with her cousin Ashley for help, for grief support. Unfortunately, instead of a warm welcome, she receives an icy cold one. This book is full of drama, but it's very relatable to young 20-somethings, African American culture infusing spirituality. It deals with topics of grief, parent absenteeism, loss of loved ones, mental health, depression, anxiety, but also faith, love, and sisterhood. So, to learn more, you can go to whenlovewins.love. All right, let's get started. You guys know every week I piggyback off of my latest blog. This week, the blog post that I released is called It's Pouring. Okay, so this particular post was definitely a raw one. Sometimes I will use my platform with my blog to just really open up and just kind of give that space of me too. This was definitely one of those times. I just shared about some of the heavy hitting things that are happening in my community, and they're happening all at the same time. And so one of the things that I say in this post is basically sometimes we can have high highs and low lows happening at the same time, right? I think all of us have kind of experienced those seasons where it's just kind of like really blessed things are happening, but at the same time some difficulties happening. One of the quotes I say in reference to this is, life can be an assortment of hills and valleys, interweaving exceptional achievement and life-shaking losses even in the same season. Sometimes it can be rainy and sunny in the same month, in the same week, on the same day, especially in Cleveland, Ohio. But how do you cope when it's quaking and hailing and thunderstorming all at the same time? And I know I have some people who are feeling like that, because I know some people feeling like that in this season in my community, right? So what I ultimately share in this post is how I know I had a season in my life where I felt like my world was over. I felt like it was caving in on me. Emotionally, it just seemed like it had ended. Looking back on that time in my journey, I can honestly say it feels like it was a dream. It feels like, and sometimes it feels like it didn't even happen. I have to question it, like, did that happen? But because I wrote a book about it happening, I know it happened. But that just goes to show the power of healing, the power of time, the power of faith to get you through those hard things to where it can feel like it's a dream. This whole, life-changing, devastating experience to where it feels so overwhelming emotionally and like hard things are happening, but you can look back and say like, wow, I made it through that. I overcame that. I feel so removed from that emotionally. It does feel like a dream. So in that reflection, I feel like that was just even a word for me in this particular season with some of the things I'm dealing with and in my community, what they're dealing with, just to give us hope for the future. So if you need to tap into that blog, you can go to NicoleDMiller.com. If you know anyone else that's dealing with some hard, heavy hitting things and, loss and grief, definitely check out the blog, forward it to them. All right, so I have a few things coming up. I just sent my email yesterday. No, it went out today, but I did it yesterday. And I updated my subscribers on some upcoming events. First and foremost, if you are not tapped in, we have our upcoming Girl Talk happening. It is Sunday, September 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. It is free. You can RSVP on Eventbrite. It's called Can Black Love Still Happen? I'm just going to pause on that note. Can Black Love still happen? I have a huge platform of stellar, amazing women who are going to chime in on this topic. Now, normally I keep it small and intimate, but this time around I'm pulling out all the stops. I feel like God was like, cast your net wide. This is a juicy topic. I want all points of views, okay? women with a variety of different experiences, and we're gonna answer this question. Can black love still happen? All right, so if you haven't already, tap into that. And then we have Glossy coming up, Great Lakes African American Writers Conference. I was so blessed to be featured. Sorry y'all, the bugs are getting me. I was so blessed to be a featured author that they spotlighted this month. The write-up was amazing. I was so blessed by it. I literally had tears in my eyes. Like, sometimes you're just in the thick of things, you're on the grind, you're doing your thing, and you're just like, where am I going? What's happening with this? And then those moments come and you're like, oh, okay, I did something, you know. That was one of those moments. So definitely, if you're in the Cleveland area, if you are a fan of Black literature, if you want to tap in, if you want to connect, if you want to step up your game in the writing community, you do not want to miss. That is on September 30th. Your girl will be in the house. So stop through, say hi, take a picture, get a book. That's happening. Then the Incubator Conference. Lit Cleveland is just an amazing organization in Cleveland, Ohio, that has definitely been a great catalyst for my career. I literally started fiction writing in one of their workshops. So it's free. Again, we have all these free resources. Tap in. Where y'all at? So that's happening all week long. I will definitely be in the house at some of the workshops that I really want to tap into this weekend. And then next month, I'm super excited. There's a pop-up that I'm going to be at that my girl Ayana is hosting at Stuck Up Apparel. So if you're on IG, you can type that in. And there's also, the event is on Eventbrite. I need to drop that link as well. But definitely tap into that. And then, man, there's like one more. Oh yeah, there's one more really big event that I'm super excited about that is happening this November, you guys. Okay, so this is the first time I'm revealing this other than to my subscribers. I'm going to be a featured author for the Cleveland Public Library's podcast, Writers Unplugged. Yes, I'm so excited. I know. This is a big deal. So I'm actually going to be recording at the Huff Branch, and it's going to be in November. So again, if you are not subscribed to my email list, subscribe so you can get all the tea. But I'll definitely be promoting that so you guys can stop through and support and just listen to the podcast live. And I'll be signing books, of course. So I'm really excited about that. On top of all of these upcoming events, I'm really excited because I have started my second novel. Now, truth be told, I started it a while ago, but I put it down because I really needed to focus on When Love Wins. You know, I'm the type where I'm like, I need to finish projects and I need to get the ball rolling, and I needed to go to a certain space for me to feel like I need to be reinvesting in another project. So I really wanted to put all my energy towards When Love Wins, right? But clearly I have dropped When Love Wins. We've gotten the ball rolling. We've made some headway. So I'm back in that writing space, and that has been pretty cool to be in. I'm not gonna lie. So when the time comes, I will drop some nuggets about what I'm doing on that front. But other than that, I'm just trying to stay focused, keep the faith, you know, keep putting forth the effort. There's also another conference coming up. It's actually geared more towards the tech space, but involving a lot of creatives, and it is Futureland. So you guys know my good friend Alicia Ellis. She is spearheading this. I did a write-up on them last year for the Cleveland Observer, who I do freelance journalism for. So I will be in that space as well. If you guys are not aware, go to @FuturelandCLE. You could look at Alicia Ellis or @Masleray, and definitely tap in. Again, we have so many free and you know, Futureland is not free, but it's definitely worth the investment, and there's a lot of promos going out. So we have so many resources here in the city. There's just like no excuse. If you are a mover and a shaker, if you are a grinder, if you're someone who's a visionary and a dreamer and a creative, tap in. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for joining my Word of the Day Wednesdays, and I will see you next week.